Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into the very first part of my brand new Naruto fanfiction, Naruto, true heir to Hashirama. The Night of Fire and Shadows. The ground shook violently as the Kyuubi roared, its tails tearing through buildings and forests alike. Flames lit up the night sky, screams filled the air, and shinobi scrambled desperately to protect the village. Minato, panting, holding Naruto as a baby. Kushina, hold on. I'll end this. Kushina, weakened, clutching chains of chakra around Kyuubi. Minato, promise me, protect them. Protect Naruto, Mito, and Mema. The nine-tails claws ripped through the air, but Minato flashed in front of it with his flying thunder god, slicing with a kunai marked and sealing formula. The beast roared as one of its tails was cut. In the shadows, Obito watched coldly from behind his mask. Obito, thinking, this world, it will drown in despair. Minato, even you can't stop me. The battle shook the entire village until finally, Minato slammed his palm on the ground, summoning a giant altar for the Reaper Death Seal. Sweat poured down his forehead. Minato, I'll seal it into them. Mito and Mema, they'll carry the burden. Kushina, eyes widening, wait, what about Naruto, our eldest? Minato looked down at the small crying boy in his arms. Silence stretched. Minato, softly, he'll be spared. He doesn't need to carry this curse. The Kyuubi's chakra split, half into Mito, half into Mema. The beast's screams echoed as it vanished into the seal. Kushina collapsed, but Minato caught her. Both survived, but exhausted. The council meeting, the village decides. Days later, in the council chamber, the atmosphere was heavy. Clan heads gathered. Fugaku Uchiha, Hiyashi Hyuga, Inoichi Yamanaka, and others. The third Hokage, Hiruzen, sat beside Minato, his expression unreadable. Hiruzen, the threat has passed, but at a terrible cost. Many lives lost. We must ensure stability. Danzo, smirking, then it is simple. Mito and Mema, the children who now contain the Kyuubi, must be raised as heroes, as clan heirs. They will be the village's future. Murmurs of agreement rose among the council. Minato kept quiet, his eyes distant. Fugaku, sternly, and what of the eldest? Naruto? Silence. Kushina's eyes darted toward Minato, but he remained still. Danzo, coldly, he has no beast within him, no power to protect the village. He is irrelevant. Hiruzen's jaw tightened, but he said nothing. Fugaku, thinking, so they'll discard the boy? HMPH, what foolishness. The council's vote was swift. Mito and Mema would be declared clan heirs, publicly honored as the future of Konoha. Naruto's name wasn't even spoken again. Public ceremony, heroes declared. Weeks later, the village gathered in the square. Banners flew, people cheered. Minato and Kushina stood proudly on stage, holding Mito and Mema. Villager 1. Look, the children who saved us. Villager 2. Truly the heirs of the Hokage's legacy. The applause shook the ground. Children of clans, Sasuke, Shikamaru, Hinata, all watched from the crowd. But to the side, a small boy with blonde hair stood alone, ignored. Naruto. His eyes were wide, searching his parents' faces. No one called his name. No one clapped for him. Kushina glanced at him briefly, guilt flickering across her eyes, but then turned back to the crowd. Naruto, thinking, clenching his fists, so, I don't matter. I see. As cheers erupted for his siblings, Naruto slipped quietly away into the shadows. The prophecy and the first cracks. The Hokage's office was silent, save for the flickering candlelight. Jiraiya leaned back in his chair, arms folded, his face grim. Jiraiya. Minato, Kushina. I've just returned from the Toads. The Great Elder gave another prophecy. Minato's hand stilled above the paperwork. Kushina frowned. Kushina. A prophecy? Now? What did he say? Jiraiya exhaled slowly, his voice heavy. Jiraiya. A child will be born, destined to bring either salvation or destruction to the shinobi world. They'll hold immense power, like no other before them. The words weighed heavily in the air. Kushina, instantly, clutching Mito and Mema. Then it must be them. They carry the Kyuubi. They're the ones. Minato, quiet, gaze distant. Jiraiya, nodding reluctantly, it makes sense. They're vessels of the strongest tailed beast. It has to be one of them. The decision was silent but unanimous. All focus would be on Mito and Mema. Training, guidance, love. The prophecy demanded it. Naruto's name was not spoken. Early family interactions, shadows in the household. At home, the Uzumaki household was lively. Kushina clapped her hands as little Mito giggled, trying to form chakra chains. Mema ran across the yard, sparring clumsily with Minato, who corrected his stance with patience. Naruto stood at the edge of the porch, a wooden toy in his hand. His blue eyes followed them, hopeful. Naruto, softly, "To-chan, can I train too?" Minato paused, his smile fading. Minato, "Not now, Naruto." Later never came. Kushina, busy weaving seals with Mito, barely looked up. Naruto, to Kushina, "Ka-chan, teach me, please." Kushina, distracted, "Naruto, not now. I need to focus on your siblings." Their words weren't harsh, but they cut deep. Each, "not now," pushed him further into silence. Birthdays, heroes in the spotlight. Every year, the village gathered to celebrate. By age 6, Mito had perfected her chakra chains, and Mema had summoned his first toad. The villagers roared with applause, clan heads nodding in approval. Villager, truly heirs of the fourth Hokage. Children of other clans clapped politely. Even the Uchiha stood watching, arms crossed. But Naruto? He sat in the corner of the courtyard, no gifts, no praise. Just a plate of food untouched. A small girl, Naruko, the youngest sibling, toddled toward him, tugging his sleeve. "Naruko, Ni-chan, don't you want cake?" Naruto gave her a faint smile, patting her head. "Naruto, it's fine. You go have fun." His eyes, however, never left the sight of his parents laughing proudly with Mito and Mema. The lonely choice, Naruto's resolve. That night, Naruto sat under the moonlight, knees pulled to his chest. His voice was barely a whisper. Naruto, thinking, if no one will teach me, then I'll teach myself. I don't need to be their heir. I don't need their applause. I just don't want to be weak. The decision settled in his young heart. Tomorrow, he would begin his own training. Alone. But destiny had other plans, for deep in the forests beyond Konoha, an ancient summoning scroll waited for him. The secret path. Lions and Master Chen. The forest outside Konoha was silent except for the crunch of Naruto's sandals on dry leaves. The boy was only 7, a small figure with messy blonde hair, carrying a scroll he had swiped from the library when no one was watching. Naruto, muttering, "If To-chan won't teach me, I'll find my own way." Believe it, he unrolled the dusty parchment, the ink faded with age. His eyes widened when he spotted a strange mark, unlike the others. Naruto, huh? This isn't like the toad summoning scroll. He bit his thumb, pressed his blood against the seal, and slammed his palm to the ground. Boom! Smoke exploded around him, wind surging through the clearing. Naruto shielded his eyes, coughing. When the smoke cleared, he stumbled back. Towering above him was a lion, golden mane flowing like fire, eyes sharp and intelligent. Lion, deep voice, who dares call upon the king's pride? Naruto's heart nearly stopped. Naruto, shaky, I'm Naruto Uzumaki. I didn't mean to bother you, The lion's gaze softened ever so slightly. Lion, Uzumaki, that name. I see, your blood carries both strength and sorrow. The beast lowered itself, studying him carefully. Naruto, thinking, he doesn't look down on me, like everyone else does. Before he could respond, the air shifted. An elderly man stepped from the shadows, a tall staff in hand, white beard brushing his chest. His eyes gleamed with wisdom and power. Master Chen. So, the child has found us. HMPH. Took longer than I expected. Naruto blinked. Naruto. Who are you, Jii-san? Chen, smirking. The last guardian of the lion summons. I am Chen. And you, boy, may be the one they've waited for. The lions prowled around, massive shadows against the moonlight. Naruto swallowed nervously, but he didn't run. Naruto, clenching his fists. I don't care what you're waiting for. I just want to be strong. Strong enough so Tu-chan and Ka-chan notice me. Strong enough to protect even without them. Chen studied him for a long time before chuckling, voice rough yet warm. Chen, bold words for such small hands. But perhaps your resolve is true. The elder struck his staff to the ground. The lions roared, a sound that shook the earth. Chen, then from tonight onward, you train under me. But heed my words, boy, strength without heart will consume you. If you wish to walk with lions, you must carry the will of a king. Naruto's eyes burned with determination. Naruto, then I'll do it. I'll carry that will, believe it. The eldest lion lowered its massive head, pressing its forehead against Naruto's tiny hand. Warmth surged through him, chakra flowing like sunlight. Lion, then you are bound to us. From this night, Naruto Uzumaki, you are no longer alone. Naruto's lips trembled. For the first time in his life, he felt it, acceptance. Naruto, thinking, smiling faintly, maybe, this is what family feels like.
Part 4, Academy Years, Shadows and Determination. The academy was alive with chatter, laughter echoing through the halls. Children of noble clans, Hyuga, Uchiha, Aburame, walked with pride, while the two stars of the class, Menma and Mito Namikaze, were constantly at the center of attention. Naruto sat at the farthest corner of the classroom, chin resting on his palm. His eyes weren't on the chalkboard, he was thinking about last night's training with the lions. His bruised knuckles and aching legs were proof that Master Chin didn't go easy on him. Irika-sensei, calling out, Menma. Mito. Excellent accuracy, both of you. Keep it up, you'll make your parents proud. The class clapped, cheering loudly. Menma gave a confident smirk, while Mito bowed sweetly, enjoying the praise. Naruto clapped too, but quietly, forcing a smile. His heart ached. Naruto, thinking Tu-chan and Ka-chan. They'll probably celebrate tonight. But I wasn't even mentioned. When Irika called for Naruto to step up for shuriken practice, whispers filled the classroom. Random student, bet he'll miss again. Another, why is he even here? His siblings are way better. Naruto picked up the shuriken, inhaling slowly. He remembered Chen's words, steady your breath. Feel the flow. The world listens to patience, not haste. He threw. Thunk. 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 Every shuriken hit the target dead center. The class went silent. Irika, eyes widening, perfect score. Gasps erupted around the room. For a brief moment, Naruto felt warmth in his chest, until Menma scoffed. Menma, loudly, he probably just got lucky. The crowd chuckled, tension breaking. Naruto's fleeting joy slipped away. That evening, as expected, the Namikaze household was buzzing. Decorations hung across the room, and villagers were gathered to celebrate Menma and Mito's progress. Naruto sat by the doorway, unnoticed. Villager, Lord Fourth, your children are truly prodigies. A blessing to Konoha. Kushina, laughing proudly, of course. They'll surpass even us someday. Naruto lowered his gaze, a lump forming in his throat. Later that night, he slipped out, running to the forest where Master Chen and the lions awaited. Naruto, panting, Chen-sensei. I did what you taught me. Everyone was shocked, even Irika-sensei. Chen leaned on his staff, unimpressed. Chen, and... Did their acknowledgement fill the hole in your heart? Naruto froze. His fists trembled. Naruto, quietly, no. It didn't. The old man's expression softened. Chen, then understand this, boy. Recognition is fleeting. True strength comes when you stop seeking the eyes of others. The lions circled him, their golden eyes gleaming. One nudged Naruto's shoulder with its massive head, a gesture of silent support. Naruto smiled faintly, tears threatening to fall. Naruto, thinking even if Tu-chan and Ka-chan don't see me, Master Chen and the lions do. Maybe, that's enough for now. Birthday and clan heir ceremony. The Namikaze compound glittered with lanterns and streamers. Music echoed, laughter filled the night, and villagers crowded the yard. It wasn't just a birthday, it was an event. At the center of the gathering stood Menma and Mito, both dressed in ceremonial robes with golden embroidery. The guests clapped, showering them with praise. Villager 1, such bright children. Truly the pride of the Namikaze line. Villager 2, they'll carry the will of fire forward, Konoha is blessed. Naruto sat at the farthest corner, his small plate of food untouched. His siblings basked under the spotlight, while he faded into the shadows. Minato rose from his seat, smiling proudly. Minato, clearing throat, today isn't only a birthday, it's a day of recognition. Menma and Mito will be named as the clan heirs of the Namikaze line. The crowd erupted in cheers. Kushina, beaming, and that's not all. As a mark of their growth, they will inherit the summoning contracts of our honored allies. An elder brought forward 2 scrolls. Minato, Menma, you shall inherit the toad contract. Kushina, and Mito, the slug contract. The children's faces lit up as they each signed the scrolls. Suddenly, smoke burst around them, Gamabunta's booming voice shook the yard, while a majestic slug appeared beside Mito. The villagers gasped in awe. Clan head, Hyuga elder, remarkable. At such a young age, they already command legendary creatures. The cheers were deafening. Menma raised his fist, basking in the glory. Mito shyly waved, enjoying the adoration. Naruto's heart twisted painfully. He wanted to clap, he wanted to cheer, but his hands wouldn't move. Naruto, thinking why? Why am I not standing there too? Am I, really invisible? Suddenly, a small voice tugged at his sleeve. It was Naruko, the youngest sibling. Her eyes were wide with innocence. Naruko, whispering, "Ni-san, why aren't you happy? Why are you sitting alone?" Naruto forced a smile, patting her head. Naruto, softly, "It's nothing, Naruko. Just, watch them shine." The moment was interrupted by another loud cheer as Menma performed a flashy Rasengan demonstration, guided by Minato himself. The villagers clapped harder. Naruto's smile faded. He quietly excused himself, slipping away into the darkness. Far in the forest, he sat under the moonlight, knees pulled to his chest. The celebration noises still reached his ears, muffled but constant. Naruto, whispering, "Tu-chan. Ka-chan. Why couldn't you look at me? Just once." He clenched his fists, a fire burning deep inside. Naruto, thinking no. I won't cry. I'll become strong, stronger than anyone. Even if no one sees me now, one day, the world will. Behind him, unseen, a pair of golden eyes glowed faintly in the trees. One of the lions had followed, silently watching its chosen brother struggle against despair. Birthday and clan heir ceremony. The Namikaze compound glittered with lanterns and streamers. Music echoed, laughter filled the night, and villagers crowded the yard. It wasn't just a birthday, it was an event. At the center of the gathering stood Menma and Mito, both dressed in ceremonial robes with golden embroidery. The guests clapped, showering them with praise. Villager 1, such bright children. Truly the pride of the Namikaze line. Villager 2, they'll carry the will of fire forward, Konoha is blessed. Naruto sat at the farthest corner, his small plate of food untouched. His siblings basked under the spotlight, while he faded into the shadows. Minato rose from his seat, smiling proudly. Minato, clearing throat, today isn't only a birthday, it's a day of recognition. Menma and Mito will be named as the clan heirs of the Namikaze line. The crowd erupted in cheers. Kushina, beaming, and that's not all. As a mark of their growth, they will inherit the summoning contracts of our honored allies. An elder brought forward 2 scrolls. Minato, Menma, you shall inherit the Toad contract. Kushina, and Mito, the Slug contract. The children's faces lit up as they each signed the scrolls. Suddenly, smoke burst around them, Gamabunta's booming voice shook the yard, while a majestic slug appeared beside Mito. The villagers gasped in awe. Clan head, Hyuga elder, remarkable. At such a young age, they already command legendary creatures. The cheers were deafening. Menma raised his fist, basking in the glory. Mito shyly waved, enjoying the adoration. Naruto's heart twisted painfully. He wanted to clap, he wanted to cheer, but his hands wouldn't move. Naruto, thinking why? Why am I not standing there too? Am I, really invisible? Suddenly, a small voice tugged at his sleeve. It was Naruko, the youngest sibling. Her eyes were wide with innocence. Naruko, whispering, "Ni-san, why aren't you happy? Why are you sitting alone?" Naruto forced a smile, patting her head. Naruto, softly, "It's nothing, Naruko. Just, watch them shine." The moment was interrupted by another loud cheer as Menma performed a flashy Rasengan demonstration, guided by Minato himself. The villagers clapped harder. Naruto's smile faded. He quietly excused himself, slipping away into the darkness. Far in the forest, he sat under the moonlight, knees pulled to his chest. The celebration noises still reached his ears, muffled but constant. Naruto, whispering, "To-chan. Ka-chan. Why couldn't you look at me? Just once." He clenched his fists, a fire burning deep inside. Naruto, thinking, "No. I won't cry. I'll become strong, stronger than anyone. Even if no one sees me now, one day, the world will." Behind him, unseen, a pair of golden eyes glowed faintly in the trees. One of the lions had followed, silently watching its chosen brother struggle against despair. Naruto's secret training and bond with Master Chen and the lions. Deep within the ancient forest that stretched beyond Konoha's borders, a hidden path wound toward a colossal stone gate carved with roaring lions. Few knew of this place, and fewer still could pass its trials. Naruto, still small but with determination burning in his eyes, stood before it. The night air was heavy, filled with a strange energy. Naruto, thinking this. This is where I'll prove myself. If my family won't see me, then I'll carve my own path. The gates creaked open, and a towering figure stepped out. His long white beard brushed his chest, and his staff was carved from ancient oak. His eyes gleamed with wisdom and ferocity. "Master Chen, so, the boy has finally come." Naruto stiffened, bowing awkwardly. "Naruto, why you're Master Chen?" Master Chen, nodding, "Humph. Your aura reeks of loneliness, yet your spirit roars like a lion. Tell me, child, why are you here?" Naruto clenched his fists. "Naruto, because, no one sees me. No one believes in me. But I'll become strong, strong enough that the world will have no choice but to notice." Master Chen's stern expression softened slightly, though his voice remained firm. "Master Chen, strength without purpose is emptiness. Do you seek power for revenge?" Naruto froze, remembering the cheers for Menma and Mito, the way his parents looked right through him. His heart screamed yes, but his voice whispered something else. Naruto, quietly, "No. I don't want revenge. I want to protect. To protect the ones who truly need me. Even if it's not my family." A deep rumble echoed. From the shadows, giant lions emerged, muscular, golden-maned beasts, their eyes glowing like fire. They circled Naruto, growling low. Lion 1, snarling, "This cub dares step into our den." Lion 2, unworthy, too fragile. Naruto's legs trembled, but he held his ground. Naruto, yelling, I'm not afraid. Test me however you want, I won't run. Master Chen slammed his staff into the ground. Master Chen, then prove yourself. The trial begins now. The largest lion lunged, claws flashing. Naruto dodged desperately, rolling across the ground. Dust filled the air as another lion swiped at him. He was outmatched, but his eyes blazed. Naruto, panting, I won't give up. He charged forward, landing a desperate punch against the lion's jaw. It barely flinched but stopped, eyes narrowing. Lion King, he dares strike back. Courageous. Naruto collapsed to one knee, chest heaving, yet his spirit remained unbroken. Master Chen raised his staff again, silencing the pride. Master Chen, enough. The boy has shown his spirit. He does not bow, he does not break. He is accepted. The lions let out a collective roar, shaking the forest. One approached Naruto, lowering its massive head. Lion King, deep voice, from this day, you are one of us. Our brother. Part 7, Naruto unlocking would release and academy growth. The nights after Naruto was accepted into the Lion Clan became his sanctuary. While the village celebrated Menma and Mito as prodigies, Naruto disappeared into the forest, carrying only his determination and the guidance of Master Chen. Beneath the moonlight, the clearing echoed with roars as lions trained beside him. Master Chen's staff struck the ground with each lesson. Master Chen, balance, boy. Your chakra is wild, thrashing like a storm. You must tame it, not let it tame you. Naruto focused, sweat pouring down his brow. He pressed his hands together, trying to mold chakra as Master Chen instructed. Naruto, panting, it's too much. I can't hold it steady. A lion cub padded over, nuzzling his arm gently. Lion cub, soft growl, don't force it. Feel it. Naruto closed his eyes, remembering the warmth of the lions who had accepted him. Slowly, his chakra calmed, flowing in rhythm with his breath. Then, without warning, the ground trembled. From beneath his hands, green shoots burst out of the soil, twisting into wooden pillars. Naruto stumbled back, eyes wide. Naruto, would? Did I, just? Master Chen's eyes widened slightly but quickly narrowed in thought. Master Chen, so, the rumors were true. The blood of the first flows within you. The lions roared in approval, circling the boy. The cub pawed at the sprouting vines. Naruto, whispering, this power feels alive. Master Chen, would release is more than power, Naruto. It is life itself. If you let hatred control you, it will wither. But if you protect, it will flourish. Naruto clenched his fists, determination blazing. Naruto, then I'll protect with it. I'll make this power mine, not for revenge, but for the future. Academy years. By day, Naruto sat in the academy, yawning as Iruka scolded him for failing basic clone jutsu. Laughter filled the room as Mito and Menma showed off their advanced techniques, earning applause. Classmate, mocking, figures. The dead last can't even make one clone. Mito, smiling politely but distant, don't be so hard on him. Menma, smirking, if he trained seriously, maybe he wouldn't embarrass the Uzumaki name. Naruto forced a grin but said nothing, his mind drifting back to the forest. At night, under Master Chen's training, he practiced creating wooden clones, sturdy and lifelike, unlike the flimsy illusions of the academy. He sparred with lions, learned to blend earth and water chakra, and studied sealing arts from scrolls Master Chen revealed. During one session, Naruto collapsed from exhaustion, staring up at the starry sky. Naruto, thinking at school, I'm nothing. At home, I'm invisible. But here I'm becoming someone. A lioness laid beside him, her warmth steadying him. Lioness, gentle voice, strength born from pain shines the brightest. Do not forget, cub, you are never alone. Naruto smiled faintly, drifting into sleep. Graduation approaches. Years passed, the academy drawing to its climax. Menma and Mito grew into prodigies, celebrated by the village, chosen as clan heirs. The Uchiha heirs, the Hyuga heiress, even Sasuke, all shone brightly. Naruto, however, played the fool, masking his true strength, failing on purpose, never revealing his would release. He watched, silent, as his parents showered Menma and Mito with gifts and pride. But at night, deep within the forest, his mastery grew. He could sprout trees at will, heal minor wounds, and even channel sage energy for brief moments under Master Chen's guidance. On the eve of graduation, Naruto knelt before Master Chen and the Lion King. Naruto, tomorrow. I'll graduate. But no matter what, I'll keep my promise. I'll carry the pride of the lions with me. Lion King, deep roar, then roar with strength, cub. Show them your spirit, even if your power remains hidden. Master Chen placed a hand on Naruto's shoulder. Master Chen, remember, Naruto, true strength is not shown in the academy's walls, but in the choices you make when the world turns against you. Naruto's eyes burned with quiet determination. Naruto, softly, then let the world turn. I'll keep walking my path. The forest echoed with a final roar, blessing the boy who carried the heart of a lion. Part 8, Graduation, Team 12, and the Bell Test under Fugaku. The day of graduation arrived. The academy classroom buzzed with excitement. Students filled their seats, talking loudly about their dreams and future teams. Naruto sat quietly in the back, arms folded, eyes half closed. He ignored the chatter around him. Irika, at the front, smiling proudly, "All right, everyone, today is your last day in the academy. Show me everything you've learned. This is your first step to becoming true shinobi of Konoha." One by one, students performed the basic clone jutsu. Menma and Mito's clones appeared flawless, earning cheers from classmates and proud nods from teachers. When Naruto's turn came, whispers filled the room. Classmate, snickering, "Here comes dead last." Naruto pressed his hands together, forming the seals. Smoke puffed out, his clone appeared thin, sickly, and barely standing. The class erupted in laughter. Irika, sighing, "Naruto, you pass." "Barely." Naruto smirked faintly, masking his true ability. If only they knew. Team selection. Later that afternoon, names were read out. Irika, Team 7 will be led by Kakashi Hitaki. Members, Menma Uzumaki, Mito Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha. The room filled with murmurs. Mito and Menma smiled brightly, already basking in the honor. Irika, continuing, Team 12, led by Fugaku Uchiha. Members, Naruto Uzumaki, Hinata Hyuga, and Kyumi Uchiha. The class went silent for a moment. Kyumi glanced at Naruto curiously, Hinata blushed faintly, but the rest of the students chuckled quietly. Classmate, figures they'd dump him with leftovers. Naruto said nothing, slipping his hands into his pockets. First meeting. At the training ground, Fugaku stood tall, his stern eyes scanning his new team. Hinata shifted nervously, Kyumi looked calm but serious, and Naruto leaned lazily against a tree. Fugaku, I am Fugaku Uchiha. From this day forward, you are shinobi of Konoha under my command. But before I accept you, you must prove yourselves. He tossed 3 bells onto the ground. Fugaku, your task is simple. Take a bell from me. Fail, and you return to the academy. Hinata gasped softly. Kyumi narrowed her eyes. Naruto yawned, unimpressed. Naruto, smirking, so, the usual. The bell test. The 3 scattered into the trees. Hinata activated her Byakugan, scanning the field. Kyumi prepared her kunai with silent precision. Naruto, however, strolled casually toward Fugaku. Fugaku, raising an eyebrow, you won't even hide. Naruto, what's the point? You'll find me anyway. Might as well save us the time. Without warning, Naruto dashed forward. His speed shocked Fugaku, forcing him to sidestep as Naruto's kick sliced through the air. The ground cracked where his foot landed. Fugaku's eyes narrowed. This boy, he's hiding something. Kyumi appeared behind Fugaku, striking with kunai. Hinata launched a gentle fist strike from the side. Naruto pressed from the front. Their coordination was rough but relentless. For the first time, Fugaku was pushed slightly back. Fugaku, thinking he fights differently. Wild, but precise. Not like the fool he pretends to be. After hours of testing, the three collapsed on the grass, exhausted. None had taken a bell. Fugaku stood over them, expression unreadable. Fugaku, you failed to take the bells. But, you succeeded in something more important. The team looked up in confusion. Fugaku, you worked together. Even when it seemed impossible, you relied on one another. From today, you are Team 12. Hinata's eyes brightened with relief. Kyumi gave a rare smile. Naruto smirked faintly, though his eyes carried a quiet fire. Early missions. Team 12's first missions were simple, rescuing cats, helping villagers, carrying supplies. Hinata took them seriously, Kyumi stayed calm, and Naruto complained, but he never failed to finish the job. Still, Fugaku's eyes lingered on Naruto more often. In spars, Naruto's movements were sharper than any academy student should have. His chakra control, though masked, slipped in flashes too precise to ignore. One evening after training, Fugaku confronted Naruto. Fugaku, you are not what you pretend to be. Who trained you? Naruto met his gaze, calm but distant. Naruto, does it matter? You're not my father. The word struck deeper than expected. Fugaku remained silent, watching the boy walk away. Hokage's office, mission assignment. Minato, calm but firm, Team 12, your next mission is outside the village. An escort mission to the land of waves. Naruto, quiet, eyes hidden under his bangs, finally. Something real. Hinata, nervous, hands clutched together, a mission outside? That's. Kyumi, grins, resting her blade against her shoulder, about time we had a mission worth swinging steel for. Fugaku, arms crossed, eyes sharp, do not think this will be easy. You'll be facing danger, and I will not tolerate weakness. Naruto doesn't even flinch. For the first time, there's a spark of determination in his blue eyes. Not for his family. Not for the village. But for himself. Scene, on the road, escorting Tazuna. The old bridge builder stumbles along, sake flask in hand. Tazuna, grumbling, why'd I get stuck with a bunch of kids? The drunk gods are laughing at me. Kyumi, snaps, call us brats again and see what happens, old man. Hinata, whispers, Kyumi-chan. Naruto walks silently ahead, scanning the trees. His hand brushes against the lion-marked scroll hidden in his pouch. Scene, the demon brothers attack. Chains whip out from the mist, shimmering blades aiming straight for Tazuna. Naruto, eyes flash, Hinata. Guard left. Hinata gasps but activates her Byakugan, parrying with a desperate palm strike. Kyumi, slams her sword into the ground, sparks flying, you picked the wrong team, losers. The demon brothers rush, only to find Naruto already behind them. His kunai presses against one's throat. Naruto, low, cold, you thought I wouldn't notice. Fugaku's eyes widen faintly, just for a moment. The battle ends quickly. The brothers lie unconscious, tied up by Naruto's precise wire work. Tazuna, shocked, how'd a kid move like that? Naruto doesn't answer. He just walks ahead again. Scene, the mist deepens, Zabuza appears. A suffocating silence falls. fog swallows the path. Killing intent presses down like a mountain. Hinata, shivers, pale, as such, killing intent. Kyumi, draws sword, teeth gritted, this, isn't normal. Fugaku, Sharingan flaring, everyone, stay sharp. He's here. A massive blade spins through the air and slams into a tree. A figure lands on it like a shadow out of nightmare. Zabuza Momochi, voice like gravel, so, this is the escort team. Humph, pathetic. Tazuna collapses in terror. Naruto, steps forward, glare steady, then test us. Zabuza chuckles, forming seals. Kirigakure no Jutsu. Hidden mist technique. The fog becomes impenetrable. Whispers of steel echo from all directions. Fugaku, snaps, protect the bridge builder. Naruto, on me. Kunai clash with the great sword. Zabuza's killing intent focuses on Fugaku, yet in the mist, another presence flickers. Watching. A mask glints. Silent footsteps. The battle turns, Naruto's resolve. Zabuza swings his massive blade. Fugaku blocks but staggers. Fugaku, grim, this man, isn't ordinary. Naruto, slides in, with spikes erupting from the ground to block Zabuza's swing, neither am I. Zabuza's eyes narrow. Would release. But before the fight can escalate, Senbon whistle. Zabuza stiffens, collapses into the water. From the mist, a masked hunter-nin appears. Haku, voice soft, polite, this battle is over. Thank you for weakening him. He bows, takes Zabuza's body, and disappears. Hinata exhales shakily. Kyumi slams her sword into the ground in frustration. Kyumi, damn it, he got away. Fugaku, narrowed eyes, thinking, no, something is off. That wasn't the end. Naruto, silent, stares into the mist. His fists tighten. He feels it too. This fight isn't over. Tazuna's house, night before the battle. Hinata, nervous, wrings her hands. Hinata, Naruto-kun, are you afraid? Naruto sits outside, staring at the moon. His voice is calm, distant. Naruto, fear? No. What I'm afraid of, is being weak. Kyumi leans against the wall, smirking. Kyumi, Che. You sound like me. Guess you're not so hopeless after all. Fugaku watches silently from the shadows. His Sharingan flickers, he sees something different in this boy. Something dangerous. The Great Naruto Bridge, final battle. The mist is thicker than before. The air bites with killing intent. Zabuza appears, sword resting on his shoulder, I told you, boy, this bridge will be your grave. Naruto steps forward, voice sharp, no. This bridge will carry hope. Haku materializes, mask hiding his face. His eyes linger on Naruto for a heartbeat. Haku, forgive me. I fight only to protect my precious person. The mirrors rise, crystal ice domes shining like death itself. Needles rain down. Hinata staggers, Kyumi screams in frustration. Naruto slams his palms to the ground, roots erupt, shielding his teammates. His breath is ragged, sweat dripping. Naruto, I won't let them die. The mirrors crack. Haku's eyes widen. Haku, what are you? Haku's end. Haku moves to strike Tazuna. Naruto lunges, but Fugaku intercepts, blade clashing with Ice Senbon. At the same moment, Kakashi's team arrives, drawn by the chaos. Lightning charges in Kakashi's hand, Chidori. Haku, smiling beneath the mask, steps in front of Zabuza. Haku, I was only ever a tool. But, thank you. The Chidori pierces. Haku collapses. Naruto freezes. His fists tremble. Naruto, lo, he was just like me. Zabuza's rage and death. Gato arrives, sneering, with mercenaries. Gato, kill them all. Leave the old man. Zabuza snarls, bloodied, broken. His eyes find Haku's body. Something inside him shatters. Zabuza, to Naruto, horse, boy, give me a kunai. Naruto, without a word, hands it over. Zabuza charges into the horde barehanded, slashing, tearing, drowning in blood. His body falls beside Haku's. His last breath, soft. Zabuza, at least. I'll see him again. The mist fades. Silence. Aftermath, the bridge. Villagers weep. Tazuna kneels. Tazuna, this bridge, it will stand for hope. And I'll name it after you, boy. The Great Naruto Bridge. Hinata looks at Naruto with wide, teary eyes. Kyumi grins faintly. Fugaku remains silent, studying him. Naruto, however, turns away. His gaze is distant. Returned to Konoha, Fugaku confronts Minato. Back in the Hokage's office, tension crackles like thunder. Fugaku, cold, voice cutting, you've ignored your son long enough, Minato. I saw his strength. His will. And you never once acknowledged him. Minato, quiet, avoiding eye contact. Kushina, angry, defensive, don't lecture us, Fugaku. Fugaku, snaps, fist slamming desk, then open your damn eyes. He's becoming something you can't control. And when the time comes, you'll regret it. Kakashi, standing in the corner, says nothing. But his lone eye lingers on Naruto's name. Family drama, graduation night. At home, the Namikaze household glows with celebration. Mito and Mema, praised, gifted clan heir titles, summoning contracts, the love of the village. Applause rings. Naruto stands at the edge of the room, unseen. His fists clench. His eyes flick to Minato, then Kushina. Neither even glance at him. Later that night, he enters his room. Packs quietly. Naruto, to himself, whispering, there's nothing here for me anymore. The departure, expanded drama. The Namikaze compound is still buzzing from the earlier celebration. Laughter and praise for Mema and Mito echo through the halls. Naruto sits alone in the dark corner of his room, the faint cheers outside twisting like knives. He tightens the strap on his small pack. Every movement is steady, deliberate, his decision already made. Naruto opens the door quietly. But the sound of it creaking draws Naruko, who runs toward him in her nightgown. Naruko, sobbing, Oniai-chan. Where are you going? Don't leave me. Naruto kneels, his hand brushing away her tears. His eyes are soft for her, yet heavy with sadness. Naruto, Naruko, you're the only one who ever looked at me. The only one who cared. But I can't stay here anymore. I don't belong in this house. Naruko shakes her head desperately, clinging to him. Naruko, no. If you leave, everything will break. Please, please, stay. The sound of hurried footsteps, Minato and Kushina arrive, breathless, faces pale. Kushina, Naruto. Stop this nonsense. Put down that bag and come back inside. Minato, firm, voice strained, you're not leaving, Naruto. We're your family. Naruto's lips curl into a bitter, humorless smile. He rises to his feet, Naruko still clutching his hand. Naruto, coldly, family. Where was this family when I needed it? When I cried for you? When I trained alone in the dark? You never saw me. You only saw them. Kushina flinches, eyes widening. Kushina, that's not true. Naruto, cuts her off, voice rising, don't lie to me. At every birthday, you cheered for Mema. At every gathering, you crowned Mito. And me? I was just, invisible. Minato steps forward, guilt flickering in his eyes, but still silent. Naruto, voice shaking, fists clenched, you don't get to call yourselves my parents now. Not when the village, the clans, even you two, decided I wasn't worth it. Kushina's voice breaks. Kushina, Naruto, please, we can fix this. Just, give us a chance. For the first time, tears glisten in Naruto's eyes, but his resolve hardens. He gently pries Naruto's hands from his. Naruto, softly to her, take care of them for me. Be strong, Naruto. He turns to leave. Kushina reaches out in desperation. Kushina, Naruto, if you walk out that door. Naruto freezes at the threshold, the night wind brushing against him. Slowly, he looks back over his shoulder. Naruto, low, steady, final, then I'll finally be free. He steps into the shadows. The door slams shut behind him. Naruto collapses, screaming his name. Kushina falls to her knees, trembling. Minato's face remains unreadable, but his clenched fists tell the truth. Outside, hidden in the darkness, Fugaku watches. His Sharingan gleams. Fugaku, to himself, so, you finally broke free, Naruto. Konoha has no idea what's coming. Fade to black. This is where the true storm begins. Part 1 ends. We will meet in next video. I will upload Naruto God of Destruction Part 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share and subscribe for more interesting what if. Let meet in new video guys.